Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really to throw you out.
So, now we're back to the story about how my husband brought home a crazy bitch back in 2020. We tried a poly relationship.
You gonna stop claiming this?
But me and Teddy decided to do something different. We've decided to take it to the streets.
Warning: this content may offend or trigger someone. Please be advised before continuing.
Can I get a bottle of water or something?
Sure. Are you ready to start?
You sure they can't see me, right?
Yeah.
Like they ain't gonna be able to tell who I am?
Nope.
Okay, cool. We can start there. We can start.
Okay, state your name. Nah, can't do that. Bailius, are you the tattoo artist? Okay, since that's what I've been getting called. Tattoo artist / husband. Okay, all right. I guess that was on my names. It's a little action. When did you meet Harley? I met Harley, I want to say, early June. Early June. Okay, yeah, 2020. Is it true that you asked me for my $50 when everything ended? I mean, I wanted that. Elaborate. You bet me that I couldn't get a female to come to the crib. I couldn't get a female to interact in a certain type of way. And we bet $50 on it. Which is a lot, because we normally only bet $5. So, but I got my 50, so you got to run me my share. I paid you 50? Yeah. It's okay. Take that paycheck. Yeah. You gave me my money. All right, so tell me your experience back in 2020. Starting at the pussy eating contest. We already pussy eating okay. So pussy eating contest, about the pussy eating contest? Yes, elaborate, because I was not there. That shit was weird. It was the weirdest sexual interaction I had. So they was trying to put Corey was trying to put his niece to sleep. He started putting her to sleep, and he went to sleep with her, like most people when they put a baby to sleep. Harley, wait, it was a baby there? It's a baby there. It's a baby there. But he had 2 bedrooms. So the baby was asleep. Harley was texting my phone while we were all inside the room, talking about how she, wanted some head. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, ask Horton, you right there. She took it as in, I meant like, ask him for my mouth, like, ask him because she could hear about me. It's not what I meant. And she woke him up and was like, Tattoo man want to know if, I told Tattoo man I want from here, but he told me to ask you, type shit. So she woke him up, and he was like, I don't care, I just gotta go first. And I'm the type of person, if I'm playing like, truth or dare, you ain't gonna bitch me on no dare. So he's like, I gotta go first, so of course let him go first. I ain't give a fuck about that. He got done, he thought he did his big one. He was like, your turn. So I got to doing my thing. She got to crying, the screaming and shit like that. He told me to stop so he can go back at it. And he told me to go again. I did it again and shit like that. Whole time video being taken and crying and screaming. It was pleasurable, right? Pleasurable crying and screaming like, Jay, 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 all that type of stuff like that. So, it's cool. Y'all can figure it out. It's cool. But, crying and screaming and doing a lot of shit like, I'm talking about how good it feels. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All of this. Okay, so let's fast this part. And where is your wife at this moment? She was with her friend Samaje, okay, right? So they were not in the facility? No, they weren't there. They weren't there at all, okay? I had left from them and went over there to chill with them and smoke with them. So, because my we was all smoking up a storm since 2020. My shit else really do. And this was around, in what month was this? This was the month of June. Or was it July? No. This had to be. So I met her in June. They came down for the tattoos like Juneteenth. Yeah, so this was later. Yeah, this was after the 4th of July. Well, a couple weeks after 4th of July, okay? Now that I think about it, so I'm thinking about everything, and when I had my beard dyed and shit. Anywho, it ended up with this man wanting to go in the room and put on a strap. Came back with the strap on, and I'm like, I gotta go. Say, this ain't my scene no more. I gotta skedaddle. So we was neighbors though, so I left out and drove like 3 houses down, parked the car in front of the crib. Went in the crib. I'm getting a call for wife like, I seen you going crazy on the video. Blah, blah, who up been? I'm like, what video? She showed me a video that either Harley or Corey had sent out with me doing what I was doing, that thing like that, and, you know, it was that okay for me to upload a clip of video. I will put emoji over it. That's your choice. Okay, you know. Depending on where you loaded it, they might flag your ass, but that's your choice. I just said I'll put emoji. But no, so yeah, that was that. After that, not too much longer. Shit. She was trying to move in. She was talking about how she was end up in a relationship. Man, so I was at work one day. She had wanted to come with me, but Corey needed her to run some errands. You know, just running errands together. And I get a call while I'm at work, while I'm working. And this is after the contest. This is after the contest. Okay? They're at Petco getting some stuff for her bearded dragon and shit. And Holly tells me, like, I told Tony, I told, Buddy everything. And I'm like, what do you mean? You told who everything? She was like, I told Corey everything that's been going on. Oh, wow. What'd he say? That she was sneaking down. That she was sneaking down to the house. That she was, at the time, she went ahead and said she was just messing with me. But she never mentioned, she never mentioned with Samaje or, her trying to be with the Tutu lady or anything like that. Sony, China, so she didn't mention nothing about her trying to get with her, nothing like that. And it was just like, she was telling this man, like, well, I'm gonna fuck with the tattoo man regardless, and you just gonna have to deal with it. Excuse me. And he was just like, okay, just okay and the shit. It was shocking to me because I would have smacked the bitch with the teeth. So she became in a poly relationship with her. Considerable poly relationship was me, Corey, and her. Right. So she was not in a relationship with the others. That was there. No. But she was having sexual relations with them. Yes. Okay. Right? That is a fact. So, you guys are in a relationship at this time, and we're in a real relationship because she kept telling everybody that she was my pet. What? That was the whole thing. She would tell him, it's take your pet to work day, and I'm his pet. So I gotta go with him. So at this moment in time, she tried to, like, it's her and Corey, the relationship is there, but it's like, it's rocky, real rocky. Okay, so let's speed past that was in July, right? Yeah, that was in July. When she decided, let's speed to the part where she let you and Samaje do whatever you guys want to do. That's still in July. That was like she was sneaking back and forth. Yeah, that was at like the back end of July, almost at August. So she had came down. Corey went to do laundry. Left her in the house. He's been around for a whole month. Yeah, with Corey's brother and you. Yeah. But, I want to say it was... I'm trying to damn get the exact date. But it was the end of July. And she had came down. Corey went to laundromat, like I said. He had been texting. She had stopped because, at this time, your Samaj was upstairs. Me and her was downstairs. And I was doing my thing. I was doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I want to try something different. I'm like, I got you. That's when I came upstairs. I knocked on the door, told y'all to cover up because I was coming in to grab the rope. So I went downstairs with the rope and I put the kills. I hog-tied her. But she asked for it. She asked for it. She asked to get tied up. She said she wanted to be a full sub, that if she was my pet, to treat her like my pet.
Say that again.
Hi, Daddy.
You okay? That pussy feel. And what you gonna do when you go home? You ain't gonna get that at home.
I'm gonna masturbate when I go home. I'm gonna masturbate. I will fuck myself when I go home.
Ain't nobody else gonna fuck you better. It's okay. Say thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy.
So I proceed to do it. I tied a rope around her and everything like that. I spank her, mess with her, make her meow like a little kitty, little basic stuff, make her crawl to me, stuff like that. So we get to going and she said, Tay, we need to speed up past this process. Tay, be bored. Okay, so we eventually head upstairs to where my wife and Samaje at. And we open the door and they doing their thing. She like, basically I want you and you, and I want your wife to watch. And we like looking at the wife for permission. She like, go ahead. So we go ahead, we give her what she asked for, and we going back and forth, she rotating, doing what she do to, both of us. So, penile and vag area or penetration? Yeah, yes, it was penetration. Okay, on both parties. Okay, so, right? She let Samaje penetrate and she let me penetrate. And this is Corey was at the laundromat. Oh, doing their laundry, like both their laundry. Oh, hey. Yeah, she, gave fellatio to Smiles and gave fellatio to me. Okay. And she kept asking you, to join in. And you was telling her, no, half your time, you asked for them too, half your time. Don't say you. You can call me Chyna. Chyna. But yeah, no. That's what's going on. Not too long after that, I had to go back out of town. I was in Chicago. And I get a call. She's kind of depressed, kind of down. I'm like, what's wrong? She was like, Corey wouldn't take me with him where he was going. I'm like, well, where did he go? She said, where he went. I'm like, well, that's just down the street. It's not such a big deal. He should be back shortly. She got a headache, and she got to, overtaking Tylenol PMs. I don't know why. She took 2. At first, I'm like, okay, you should be smooth in a little bit. Just rest. Then after a while, she took 2 more. This the whole time we're on the phone. And I'm like, wait, what is you doing? And then she took 4 more after that. And she was still on FaceTime with me when Corey came home. And Corey was like, what are you doing? Why is this bottle empty? And she said, well, I took the whole bottle because you don't want me and you don't want me here and everything like that. And he pretty much told her, if you're going to do this, you gotta head out. I don't want you doing this inside of my dwelling. You gotta head out. What was the words verbatim? verbatim, you can get the fuck out and go die somewhere else. That's verbatim what he told her. Don't die here. Go die somewhere else. Pretty much. And that's when you sent her down the street. I told her just go down the street. I'm on my way back. You know, she ain't got nothing to worry about. She's not going to die. It's just acetaminophen. And then I called her and I'm like, she's coming down the street. She took a whole bottle of Tylenol. Just let her lay there. She's going to eventually throw the fuck up and go to sleep. That's all that's going to happen. She's not going to die. But you know, you already knew that. You agreed with me and told me that the same thing. I'm like, what? Like time period is this? Is this like at the beginning of August? This is like first, third of August type stuff. Like I paid rent before I went out of town. I remember that much. Like, so a whole 2 months. Yeah, we're in August now. How many months had went fast? June, July, August. And she's your girlfriend at the end of July, beginning of August. Yeah, pretty much. So yes. So she told told Corey and me and I was together, and I'm like, oh, but that was like around that time. So, and then after he said that, she just didn't want to talk to him for a minute, and every day she was resting at the crib. We both told Corey to get her a little time, let her breathe or whatever like that. She'll be back down there. And it all of a sudden spiraled to her telling him that she don't want to fuck with him no more and all that type of stuff like that. And then she said that, she don't want to live there no more. She don't feel comfortable. She started expressing about that, how Corey was sexually assaulting her, claiming that he was sexually assaulting her and everything like that. But there's a whole nother story behind that. It wasn't going down how she was saying it. And it's just threw me for a whole fucking loop that she would even lie on that man like that. But yeah, so she played on a lot of our heartstrings because it's like, damn, if that's what's going on there, we don't really want you in that. I had to go to work. I got jumped off at work. And, like I said, she's playing on heartstrings. So my wife was like, well, you can go ahead and move down here so you can get yourself together and get your own space. And, I don't know. It was never for her to stay for a long time. No, it was never for her to stay for a elongated period of time. You told her up front, we all sat down, and she even said she want her own shit. She wanted to get a job and get her own shit. She just had to get her credentials because she ain't had none of her credentials. I didn't understand it because she had a link card. And in the state of Illinois, in order to get that food stamp card, because they all call different shit there with. In order to get that food stamp card in the state of Illinois, you got to show ID and got to be able to, show credentials that you a living, active person. You can't just claim to be somebody that sounds in Illinois. You were not living in Illinois at that time. I wasn't living in Illinois. Where were you staying? I was staying in Indiana. We were staying in Indiana. Don't shoot the judge. It's right, but my subscribers. And while you guys are sitting here listening, make sure you tune in. You hit the like, subscribe button, and turn on the notifications, because this story gets even more wilder. Better grab a mop. It's getting sticky in this bitch. So, Teddy would like to know. After moving her in, were you guys still in a relationship? We was in a relationship for a while. In this poly relationship, or was she just in a relationship? She was just in a relationship with me, and then one day I got her little check. Like I said, she was getting about like 15 a week from unemployment. Boy, it was nice. It was nice getting cashed out, but she wanted to go to Five Below. She wanted to take the wife to Five Below. Before we went, she was like very persistent on putting her mouth on Chyna. Like persistent to the point where she pushed her down on the couch and spread her legs and just did what she wanted to. And like, this was when Corey was consistently walking back and forth down the corridor. So it was like, she ain't give a fuck about being called out. Shit was kind of crazy, too. So, once I got her to, like, lighten up and say, all right, come on, we gotta go so we can go ahead and come back. Excuse me. Went to Five Below, came back, shit like that. And then it's just like, I'll say about a week after that, motherfucker just started doing too much. Just started showing, like, so much laziness after she spent her little check, stuff like that. Got her video game system. All she did was sit in front of the video game on the air mattress, playing all day. She had turned our living room, because she wasn't sitting in the bed with us. She had turned our living room into a fucking bedroom, and that shit blew me. I had to tell her every fucking day, get the fuck up, clean up, get your trash up, put the air mattress down. This is a living room at the end of the day. It shouldn't look like a bedroom every fucking time I come down here. Especially at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my living room should not look like a bedroom. Would you say that you were speaking to her like she was your child? Or I had to speak to her. I had to tell her to clean up more than I had to tell how old was my oldest son. It's my 12, 13-year-old son at the time. Now, let's say he doing math. Got subtract. 12, 13 years old, yep. 12, 13. So, come downstairs one day. Cause, we had a dog. We had it was the same dog that I did a tattoo for to swap out with Corey. So the dog downstairs walking around, he hadn't made any noise in a minute, but I had fed him. So I'm going down to take him out. As I'm going down the stairs, I'm getting a whiff or something. I'm getting it's a smell. It's a smelly smell. It's a smelly smell that smells smelly. The dog shitted. But right next to her, like imagine a person in a chair, in a regular ass like fold-up chair, sitting right in front of a TV that's on the TV stand, playing a video game, headphones on, with a pile of shit right next to their foot. And when you go reach for the pile of shit, it's like not warm, not cold, but the temperature is there. It's been there for at least 5, 10 minutes. So, with that being said, I look at her and I'm like, how can you not smell shit? And she look at me like, oh, what shit? The dog shit. And she's like, oh, I didn't know the dog shitted there. And it's like, how do you not know the dog shitted there? What the fuck is to you? Oh, are you still in a relationship at this time, or do you tell her? After that, I told her that I can't deal with having to talk to you as more than I have to talk to my own kids about cleaning up and tidying up and keeping a clean area. It's seeming real disgusting and it's a big turnoff. We can just be cool. I told her she ain't gotta leave or nothing. My wife is the one that walking her in. I don't have a problem with her being here. You just need to clean yourself up. Because the shit is real fucking dirty. Is she trying to pay rent or anything at that time? No, she wasn't trying to pay rent. Wasn't paying rent. She would put, I don't want to say she would put food in the house because Twizzlers and Reese's and pre-made coffee and noodles is not food. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't really food. And, when you're trying to help a person get on their feet, you're not trying to control their food stamps and control their money or anything like that. So she was living with you rent-free. Yeah, she was living rent-free. And all because we came to an agreement that she needs to take her money and stack her chips and be able to find somewhere to go. She thought it was more prominent to buy things that she would possibly put in her dwelling when she did move, and it was no stacking of the chips. The chips didn't stack. I stopped being a money-holding motherfucker because I wanted her to stack her own shit because I didn't want her dirty ass in the crib with us no more. Real shit, she had to go. Like, she had to get her shit together so she can properly exit. So, did she get kicked out? Yeah, she got kicked out. She got kicked out. Still in August. But yep. She got kicked out though. She got kicked out. It was still in August, and she got kicked out because she was overstepping boundaries. Plain and simple. She thought it was feasible for her to be in the passenger side and look at the conversation between me and my wife and then have comments to say to my wife about what me and my wife talked about, even though it didn't pertain to her. She made comments as if, like, calling herself China 2.0, the other China, and it's kind of like y'all got two Chinas. She would tell me and Samaje multiple times. Just bunch of weird shit. And then I feel like the main reason why she got kicked out, like why my wife told her she had to go, is because she created a group chat with me and Samaje, and we entertained it for a while. But in that group chat, she wound up saying like me and Samaje could just leave China and move with her, type ordeal. Like, and did she have a place at this time? She didn't have a place. She didn't have a place. So where are you gonna move to? I don't know, but she was saying things like we can us three can find a place together and just leave China out of it. So she, wants to yell and all this type of shit like that, and has all these. It was crazy. So did you get your $50 at this point? It wasn't at that time I got my $50. Oh, so she moved back in? Yeah, she moved back in. And we're gonna leave it off at that.
Okay,
She
y'all.
moved.
So, in these last 2 episodes about this story time in particular, because I just want to let y'all know. Y'all done heard about Harley being in a relationship with Corey. Then Harley being in a relationship with Corey and my husband. And then to Harley just being in a relationship with my husband. Then Harley being in a relationship with my husband and Corey's brother, Samaje. This story time I was not going to do until someone had reached out to me. We're just going to call her what she go by, the weather changer, came out to me and told me that Harley was telling her false information about me, my husband, and these people, Corey and Samaje, and trying to paint us out to be monsters and these figures in her life. I do not condone in domestic violence. I do not condone in SA abuse. I do not condone in any of those things. And I definitely do not condone in defamation of character. So this story time, it is crazy. I love y'all for tuning in. Make sure that y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all share. Because y'all never know. Somebody might be going through the same situation where a motherfucker is trying to defamate their character. Or, better yet, you never know. Somebody probably in a poly relationship that they don't even know how to get out of. So, like how I said, we're getting into the story time. You heard a little bit about it in part 1. About how this girl, it seemed like she just was trying to find her place in life. You done heard part 2 where she's still trying to kind of figure it out. And then soon you're going to hear on episode 3. And what happens on episode 3? At the end of part 2, you hear our person say, the tattoo artist, you hear him say, like, she got kicked out. She got kicked out for not being responsible. She got kicked out for being trifling. She got kicked out because she just wasn't the person who she claimed to be. And I'm trying to drop these receipts as best as I can, but it's 2025. This happened all the way in 2020. So my iCloud only saved so much, and I can only give y'all so much. But I am giving y'all so y'all can kind of see and give y'all the details of what happened.